guys, this is Michelle Schreck, and I am practicing some live demos. So I'm hoping that somebody will be available to jump on and say hi and let us know that you're watching. I am going to demo some Couture Chalkology paste. We're just going to chalk some stuff up and have fun and play with it. If you're catching this in the recast, just go ahead and send me a PM if you have any questions about the Chalkology paste or how the process is. But chalk is all the rage, and I love chalkboards and I love things that look rustic and distressed, and Chalk Couture is a great company that kind of combines both of those things, and they have silk screens that you actually use a chalk paste to put stuff on, to put the chalk on whatever you want, really. We're going to do a chalkboard today, but I also have chalked on glass and paper and ceramics. We also have an ink product that you can chalk on, or you can actually put the ink on and it looks just like the chalk, but it becomes permanent when you heat set it in the oven, so it's kind of cool. And of course, because you can heat set it, you can also do things on fabric and make t-shirts and whatnot. But let's get started with chalking some stuff up. So I'm going to use this huge transfer today that is called Boho, and I've already cut pieces out of it. And we're going to do some smaller ones. I'm going to use Thai, Teal, and Peachy for the colors, and we're going to do, the flower arrangement is going to be in this aqua color called Thai Teal. So the first thing we want to do is take our chalk transfer that we have already cut out. Can you see that? Great. I have a helper today who is videoing for me. So we're going to take our chalk transfer and we're going to peel it off the back. It has a backing. It's repositionable. It's reusable. Repositionable also. We're going to take it off the back, and I'm going to just take an apron and throw this thing down and fuzz it up. We want to fuzz it up so that it's not super tacky, so it's easier to get off of our surface. Easy peasy, no big deal. All right, and then we're going to take the sticky transfer and we're just going to kind of eyeball it. Put it on our chalkboard. Everything good? All right. So I've already stirred up the Chalkology paste, and I've got some squeegees that I've already cut up so that they're easier to use. And we're going to do this whole thing in one color, so it should be super quick and easy. It happens really fast. So I've stirred up the paste to a yogurt-like consistency, and that is just where we want it to be. We're just going to get a little bit on our little squeegee and put it down. Spread it across the silk screen. I am being careful to keep it on the transfer itself, but because this is a Chalkology paste and a chalkboard, if it were to get outside or have any kind of oopsies, we can very, very easily clean it up just with water, and like a wet wipe or a Lysol wipe works really great. Is anybody on live with us?
Ashley is, and Amy. And Amy's stopping in before she has to leave for a little bit.
Cool. Amy, I think you would probably really like these transfers. I had you in mind when we were looking at them today and we were picking out what we were going to do for Shay's room. She likes the boho kind of look stuff as well. I should probably even be working faster than I am because this dries super, super fast. And the reason you want to work quick is it dries, and you don't want it to dry in the silk screen because then it makes it hard to come up. But if that happens, you can just spritz a little water on it, and you can also take a wet wipe and go over the top of it gently, especially if you're using one color like I am today. Any other questions?
That's it.
How are you guys doing today? Okay, so I'm taking the excess and I'm actually scraping it up. I don't know how well you can see it because it happens to be the same color as the squeegee and the transfer. But this is really a nice product because it takes very little to be successful with the transfers, and you just put what you're not using right back in the jar and save it for later, which is super cool. So I'm going to put the lid, just set the lid on top. Now, because this is dried a little bit, I'm going to give it a little spritz with water. And I'm going to take a large squeegee and just kind of go over the top of it, because I don't want it to totally be distressed when I pull the transfer up. A little bit of a distressed look is great, but I don't want a ton of distress. And I'm going to put that back in the jar. Set that aside. And we're going to lift up our transfer. Oh, and I did get a little bit off the side, so you'll be able to see me clean that up. You lift it up on the edges, but you don't want to peel from the edge because it's a silk screen and it can distort it. So you want to just peel it like from the sides and the middle. And here is our reveal. Very cool. What do you guys think? Any comments?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so we're going to let this dry for a second before we put the next part on because it will overlap a little. And while I'm letting it dry, I'm just going to clean up the little smudge that I got with the wet wipe. And voila, that's gone. We have anybody else watching live?
We have Lori, and Amy says that it looks great.
It's really cute. You can go back in with a paintbrush and the Chalkology paint and fill in all of these different colors if that's a look that you're going for. Now I'm going to use the arrow as our next part, and I'm going to peel it off of the backer if it'll let me. They stick very well. And I've just set my other transfer that I just used in a tub of water, and that's so that it doesn't dry completely on the silk screen. So let's see, I'm going to go off to the side a little bit. How's that?
I like it.
Hopefully my paste is dry enough on that flower that it doesn't pull it up completely when we lift up. Now this next color that we're going to use is called Peachy, and I have already stirred it up as well to get it kind of ready. It was super dry when we opened it up, so we had to do a lot of stirring. But you're going to be able to see this a little bit better on the transfer because of the color contrast. And it smooths on super, super easy. And I'm doing the cleanup as I go, just pulling that Chalkology paste up as I'm putting it down. Go back over with the squeegee, and it spreads so easy. I don't know if y'all can tell how little of this I used. It was probably, I don't know, a teaspoon or less. Put the excess right back in the bucket. And we're in Texas, and I've got the ceiling fan going, so I'm going to put the lid on top just to try to keep it from getting too dried out. But when they do dry, you just add a little water with a spritz bottle, and you're good to go. Fantastic. It didn't pull up any of the flour. So there we go. I'm going to do a close-up. All right, guys, well, I just wanted to come on and do this one. I'm going to do a couple of these throughout today and tomorrow probably because I'm trying to practice getting used to doing videos and whatnot. So I appreciate you giving me any comments and feedback in the comments below. And if you have any questions about the Chalkology paste, I'm happy to answer those questions for you. Or if you've got any questions about anything else, I'm here. Talk to you later. Bye.